So last Thursday, during the January 6th committee's most recent televised hearing, which I guess is also supposed to be the last televised hearing, which I don't understand that, but sure, if that's what y'all want to do, I guess you know best. But anyway, they unanimously voted to subpoena Donald Trump to get him to come in front of the committee and have a nice little chat with him. And Donald Trump immediately responded with a 14-page response, where, of course, he talked about the big lie. He talked about the election was rigged. He said, I'm the legitimate winner, and he went on and on and on and on about that. It was mostly, by the way, just like 2 or 3 pages of the response, and then the other, 10 or 11 pages were just links to right-wing websites that made the same claims Donald Trump did. And I'm sorry for laughing, but it's so funny because he couldn't even come up with an actual real response to the committee as to why he didn't want to show up. And he's just like, here, go read this crap off Bright Bart. I think the Daily Caller had one. Go read this. I mean, just absolutely nutball type crap. But anyway, what we're hearing now is that behind closed doors, Donald Trump actually wants to go and testify. He wants to show up in front of the January 6th committee, tell his side of the story, spread more lies. But he only wants to do it on his terms. And his big number one requirement is that if I'm going to come talk to you, you got to put it on TV. I will only do it if it is televised so the whole world can hear what I have to say. And I think if that's the condition, the committee needs to be like, okay, whatever. I mean, we'll put it on prime time if you want, buddy. We'll make sure the whole world can see it. Hell, we'll put it on pay-per-view and give you all the profits if you want. Whatever we got to do to get you to come down here and tell everybody what happened. Let's listen to your little theories about the election being stolen. That'll be super fun. I mean, I know Donald Trump obviously is a narcissist. We all know that. We know the guy loves attention. We know he loves the cameras. We know he loves to be on TV. But this is legitimately one of the dumbest demands I think I've ever heard. Donald Trump, you don't have a legal leg to stand on right now. You literally have everything to lose from going on national TV, attacking the individual members of that committee, spreading your lies, providing no evidence to back up any of them, being confronted with evidence to where you can't have, moments to gather yourself. You've got to immediately respond. You're going to go down in flames, and the entire planet is going to be watching you do that. But his narcissism, even if he knows these things will happen to him, his narcissism will not allow him to not show up on TV. It's amazing. He's digging his own grave with this, and he knows it, but in his conscious mind, he's like, I'm digging the best grave anybody's ever dug. Nobody digs graves like me. All right, do whatever you got to do. Here's the other part of it, though. His lawyers, of course, are advising him, please don't do this. This would be the worst thing ever. We do not want you to go and testify. His aides, his staffers, literally everybody around him is for the love of God, shut your mouth, stop talking, stop putting out these requirements because they're going to come back at you and say yes, and then you're going to do it, and we're all going to be screwed. So nobody wants him to do it except for him because he thinks, it'll be great for ratings. They'll get the biggest ratings ever. Oh, they will. I don't doubt you on that, bud. But there's also the consequences of what comes after. So, yin and yang, I guess. Whatever you want to do, go ahead and do it, bud. If you've got a list of demands, please send them to that committee. I guarantee you they have them all met within an hour because they want you to come in front of that committee, implicate yourself, look like a lunatic, and convince the entire country, possibly the entire world, that you were unfit to ever hold office again. This is one of the few times where your lawyers are actually giving you good advice. And I'm praying that you don't take their advice, because I'd love to see you testify. Hey everyone, this is Aspen. And did you know that for the low cost of $0 per day, you can subscribe to the Fair and Balanced YouTube channel. We also encourage you to like, comment, and share, but again, click that subscribe button. and help Aspen not be so grumpy.